No, Lady Keziah here. Between freedom and security, I will choose. Desire freedom more than security. Brothers and sisters, let's have a conversation. In a world that constantly promises safety, comfort, and guarantees, many are choosing security over freedom. But the truth is this: to truly live, grow, and become who you were meant to be, you must desire freedom more than security. Security is safe, it is structured, it feels good. Don't we all want that? Yes, we do. It is the 9 to 5 jobs that pays the bills, the routine that never changes, the expectations you meet to please others, the toxic relationships you are stuck in because of the judgment of others, the dysfunctional relationships you are not willing to work on. Security keeps you from risk, but it also keeps you from flight. While security can protect you, it can also limit you, because comfort zones are rarely growth zones. On the other hand, freedom is uncertain. It demands responsibility. It requires courage. But it is also where you discover who you really are. Yeah. Freedom is starting that business even when you are scared. It is walking away from what is expected to pursue what is authentic. It is choosing your truth over someone else's approval. History has shown us that the greatest minds and change makers, those who wrote books, built nations, launched revolutions, they chose freedom over comfort. They chose the uncertain roads because they understood something profound, and that is security can give you a life, but freedom lets you create one. You create the life you desire out of freedom, not safety. Now let's be clear. There is nothing wrong with wanting to feel secure. Don't we all do? We all need stability, safety, and support, right? But when your craving for security outweighs your calling for freedom, you settle for a small life. Something you wake up in your 50s and 60s to realize. I'm bringing it to you today. When your craving for security outweighs your calling for freedom, you settle for a small life. You will silence your voice to keep the peace. You would stay where it's predictable rather than pursue where it is purposeful. Security can give you a life, but freedom, it lets you create one. In our world today, so many people are taught to chase security. Get the stable job. Stick to the plan. Don't rock the boat. Don't take risk. Just play it safe. And to some extent, that advice makes sense. Does it not make sense? In the comment section, let me hear. Does it not make sense? Yes, it does. Security offers a roof over your head, food on the table, predictability, and safety. But here is the question no one asks. What is the cost of that security if it comes at the expense of your soul? What is the cost of that security if it comes the expense of your soul. Security can build a life for you, but it often not your life. It is a version shaped by fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping into the unknown, and that results you don't even want to know. So many people wake up in their 30s, 40s, 50s with a quiet ache in their chest. Not because they didn't work hard, but because they never fully lived. Did you hear me? They wake up with a quiet ache in their chest, not because they didn't work hard, but because they never lived fully. Freedom, on the other hand, is not always safe. It is not predictable. It doesn't promise a paycheck every 2 weeks, but it gives you something that security never can. That is authenticity. It gives you room to explore who you are, what you want, and why you are here on this earth. It is the leap you take to start that business. The courage to walk away from what is familiar but unfulfilling. The audacity to write your own story when the world wants you to read from a script. So fantastic. The audacity to write your own story when the whole world has coached you, socialized you to read from a script handed down by others you never want to live their life. Freedom demands more from you. It asks you to be responsible, intentional, and resilient. It also gives more back in return. Because when you live in freedom, you stop existing and you start becoming. Think about the people you admire the most: the innovators, the artists, the change makers, the leaders who are leading right. They didn't follow the script. They wrote their own. They weren't just given a life. They created one. They chose purpose over comfort, vision over validation, and growth over guarantees. So in this video, brothers and sisters, I challenge you, don't just aim to survive in the life someone else planned for you. Dare to build the life that reflects who you really are. Dare to create security of freedom when the time is right and your heart is ready. Because yes, security can give you a life, but only freedom gives you the power to create a life that is truly yours. Freedom may not offer guarantees, but it offers growth. It is in freedom that you explore your potential. It is in freedom that you take back your power. Security asks, what are you afraid to lose? But freedom, on the other hand, will ask you, what do you really want? To choose freedom is to say, even if I fail, at least I failed being honest with myself. Even if I fail, at least I tried. At least I lived, not just existed. So in this video, I urge you, brothers and sisters, choose courage, choose uncertainty, choose to stretch, choose to break the mood. Desire freedom more than security, because comfort zone can protect you, but freedom will transform you. Should I repeat that? Desire freedom more than security, because comfort can protect you. Safety can protect you, but freedom will transform you. The choice is yours to make, too. Until I come your way in my next video, watch another video from my channel, and I say much love and blessings. What are you supposed to choose? Choose freedom over security. Bye.